taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Got the first down and more.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it in the middle. It's Payne. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, TCU. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lemon. And fire to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mayaba. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in, it's Lemon. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the middle. That pass is incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lane. Turning it on! That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
All down, they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here we go. Wants to keep it in the air. Going for 6. And he will score! Touchdown, USC! Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. To the air, it's Mayava. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they take an 8-7 lead. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer. Oh, he's got some space. He has the first and still on his feet. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll give it to him again. Nice move to keep running. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. Creates a little room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And they go back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Mayava. They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will kick it away to start us off. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Flushed out of the pocket. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Dances away. Got a man. It's Payne. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun to give. Looking for room. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They are in attack mode already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for space. It's Hemby. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Might as well give it to him again. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Indiana.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Looking for a push on fourth down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. In your own territory, fourth down. No problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. The Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella, and tackled there by the defense.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality.
Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. To the air, it's Mendoza. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Breaks the tackle. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They want to run it left here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them...
There he goes. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air, it's Mendoza. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes down the right side. Pass to 30. Inside the touchdown, Indiana. Once he got some room, it was over.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Grabs it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barnes. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Working that left side. Turning it on. Lowers those pads. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Here's a big decision for you on offense now. You just gave up a negative play. You lost some momentum down by the goal line, but do you believe your guys can go out and execute right now on 4th down to generate a touchdown? Let's find out.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the ground with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
He'll try to do it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy scrambling a bit.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Plows through the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They run the reverse. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Powers through the defender. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
They'll go to the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Will send its offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's McAllister. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Off-play action on first down. Pocket breaking down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught behind the line. It's Payne. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Grab near the marker. It's Bailey. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
I love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. You know the defense is expecting you to run the football, and you just did it the previous play. So on that third down, you dial it the play action to keep the chains moving.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Quick handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
To the air, it's Hoover. Rushes on him. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Horned Frog.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
That makes the score TCU 24, Indiana 13.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit.
This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Waco, Texas, and McLean Stadium, the home of the Baylor Bears. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. Kick this deep to get us going. Bringing it out. It's Blue. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in the showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
And tackled after a small pickup there. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of him for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Coming up, second down and goal. Running a quarterback sneak here. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. The Bears come up to the line in a hurry up. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
What a stop by this defense here on third down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation. In 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense.
He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Blue. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking to throw. It's Irvin. Pass caught.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
He hands it off from the gun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. The game just good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Here's a throw underneath the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, hold him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Picks it up himself and still going. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice game.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Irvin. Bringing pressure. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important, but sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
The defense wraps him up quickly, got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down. And out comes the field goal unit. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Delayed handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, you can see the defense there completely fooled. They're getting upfield. They're trying to apply pressure on the quarterback, thinking that they're going to throw the ball. But instead, they go with the draw play. Completely fools the defense. They're out of position. Gave the offensive line some really nice blocking angles and gave the back plenty of room to pick up that first down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the right side. Breaking tackles. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on the screen. He's got the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
On first down, it's play action. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Important 2nd down play coming up. In the shotgun, handoff inside. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. And Curtin Baylor has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Baylor. Extra point try coming now.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Blue. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Makes a quick catch. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Irvin. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. And the single back takes the handoff. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Oh, and he couldn't quite hold on. The big guy had a chance for a first down interception, but it falls incomplete. The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. Handoff to the right side. Eludes a tackle. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
Here we go, 3rd and short in the 7th play of this drive. Play action fake, looking to throw. Nice catch made near the sideline, but they gain nothing on the play.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The Buckeyes will look to convert here on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back. The receiver grabs it. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. The shotgun handoff here. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They'll pass from the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Bears looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Fresh set of downs. First and goal. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Second down and goal, upcoming. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. He escapes the pocket. Looking for 6. And that one is incomplete in the end zone. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's blue. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. In motion now. Back to pass. It's Irvin. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And he'll set up to throw. He finds his man. They stop him, but it's a first down. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. On first and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And he holds it in down inside the 30. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's how you finish a play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points. Extra point good. They trail now 17-10.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit. They moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Flanagan. The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down. Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He snags the quick throw. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And here comes the up-tempo offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The defense wraps him up. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Flanagan. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And that running play goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Looking deep downfield with the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses, they really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll run it with the draw play. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Enough for a first and goal now at the 3. And the Bears hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the move now. He throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It's 4th and goal from the 5, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pass caught. Could he get in? Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Takes the handoff. It's Morris. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Takes the handoff again. And that's going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short in their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run here, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Flanagan. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Quick throw to his receiver. He's got his man wide open. Touchdown, Bears. He couldn't stop him there.
Chris, is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Irvin. Grab behind the line, it's Morris. They bring him down after a short gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
2nd down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. They'll have to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He's past the marker and still going. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. Buckeyes churn out another first down. Quarterback still with the football. Jukes to get free. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. The Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Red move back to the 4 for second and goal.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, Chris, you talk about rallying to the football by a defense. We all know how fast this quarterback is, and even with all of his options covered up, they're able to rally and bring him down once he pulled it down to try to take it in himself. What a great job by the defense to set up now a 4th and goal. Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. As we wrap up the third quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Running with purpose. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now. The Bears will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Running out of time in the pocket. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. The receiver makes the catch. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down at the 27.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Grinding away on the ground. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. And the Bears come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. One down, but it's enough to convert on 3rd down and set them up 1st and goal at the 10.
Well, this is how you put a game away. Already up multiple scores, now running the football this entire drive, eating up the clock. Really good chance here of putting this game on ice.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball.
Touchdown, Baylor! They are pouring it on now. Here comes the point after attempt.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch. Here, not even on a design QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Back to throw. It's Irvin. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead. And I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he can't hold on right in his hands. And he dropped it. Great start to the drive, but now back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Lets it go quickly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. They'll run it here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Run quickly. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even...
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Catch made by the tight end. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. That completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking to pass, it's Irvin. Running back has it on a screen now. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. 2nd down after that previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. It's 4th and 10. The offense on the field going for it. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's another deep shot. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Well, they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. They make the tackle, but that's enough for a first down, and that should do it. The Bears looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play. Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking to throw here. Quick throw to the left side. This pass is incomplete, 0-0 on the clock. That's it. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.